Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. So yesterday, I ended up, buying the live stream for Black Sabbath's Back to the Beginning. Now, I didn't watch all of the performances, but I have the next couple of days to be able to watch them, the replay. And I just wanted to talk mainly about Black Sabbath and their performance. And there were a couple of, off and on I would watch some of the live stream, but I was kind of just waiting for Ozzy and Black Sabbath to appear. I'm not really into bands like Anthrax and Lamb of God and Rival Sons, Alice in Chains, Pantera. Just not bands that I listen to. I will say, I just watched the performance of Tool doing Hand of Doom. They did an awesome job. That's one of my all-time favorite Black Sabbath songs. So they sounded great. And I know there's probably other reviews on YouTube now and on the internet for Black Sabbath and their performance. I haven't watched any of them. I'm going to watch them after, of course. I think Morris Gautreaux posted a video, so I'll be watching that. I just want to get out my feelings of it, be it wrong or right. I'm just looking at the whole set list. Now, another thing that I think impressed a lot of people was Steven Tyler. I'm not a big Aerosmith fan. I do love their early albums, of course. But Steven Tyler, he's had health issues. I guess he's had voice problems and everything. He was amazing. He sounded like Steven Tyler. I know it's weird. But yeah, great performance by him. Sammy Hagar, good. But like I said, there's a lot of it I need to still watch. And Steven Tyler did a Whole Lot of Love, which was excellent also. Now, the two bands that I did watch, I watched most of Guns N' Roses, not that I'm a fan, and I also watched Metallica. And for Guns N' Roses, I know, people are still going to say that Axl Rose, no, he's not one of my favorite singers, never has been. And, I guess he's had his struggles with his vocals throughout the years. But I thought their performance was good. I thought Axl sounded fine. And they also did, it was pretty cool that they did Junior's Eyes and Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And, they did Never Say Die, Junior's Eyes, and Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And so, good for them. Good job. Metallica, I thought they were good too. They did Hole in the Sky and Johnny Blade. And then, of course, Battery, Master of Puppets, and everything. So, good performances, but for me, maybe you disagree, but Metallica and Guns N' Roses sounded very good. Yeah, so the main thing, oh, and by the way, during the live stream, they would have these 5-second fan reactions at the bottom. There'd be like 6 or 7 of them, and they would keep, refreshing. I didn't see it, but I did send in a 5-second video of me wearing the stupid mask. So if you see this, I don't know if you'll be able to re-watch the fan reactions, but that's me in this mask. I never really followed Ozzy's solo career. For me, I'm more just a Black Sabbath and Ozzy fan. But I watched some of that performance with Ozzy. It was good, very good. But I was waiting for Black Sabbath. And as most of you should know, Ozzy, he's I guess they all have had their health issues. Tony with battling cancer and everything. But Ozzy has Parkinson's disease, so of course he's on his throne on stage. And I didn't know what to expect. I don't think any of us did. But Ozzy sounded darn good. I was impressed with Ozzy. With all of his health issues and his age and everything, I thought he knocked it out of the park. He was great. And the band, oh my God. I think it got very emotional. It got very emotional for me, and I know it did for other Black Sabbath fans. You could see, some of the audience getting very emotional. And you could tell that Ozzy was really moved. He was in tears at some points. The band sounded awesome. Bill Ward, it's not for me, it's not Black Sabbath, with Ozzy, without Bill Ward on drums. And he was excellent. Was it, were the songs a bit slower than the originals? Yes. But they sounded great. I was just so impressed with them. And Tony Iommi, he's as good as ever. And the other thing that really I've always been a big fan of Geezer Butler's bass playing, but just to see him playing, and at his age now, he's still got it. Like, he was amazing. The whole band. And then, watching Black Sabbath, at one point I'm looking, Bill Ward is shirtless. And that was just, I don't know, something about that. It's like, it was so cool, right? I was even seeing the comments come in about him. I think even one fan was complaining, put his shirt back on, Bill, but silly. Yeah, so I'm just so proud of them. It was just, that was the perfect way to end the career of Black Sabbath. I know they did it a few years back without Bill Ward, of course, and for me that wasn't Black Sabbath. You need Bill Ward. So Black Sabbath did 4 songs. It started with the thunderstorm from the Black Sabbath song. So I thought, I guess everybody thought that would be the first song. But then it went into War Pigs. And then they did N.I.B. from their debut album, Iron Man, and they ended it with Paranoid. And, there's always going to be fans that aren't happy. They only had limited time, of course. But you can't play they can't play every Black Sabbath song that you love. So I thought that was a great set list. Short, but really good. And afterwards, I ended up playing their debut album. And then I played Paranoid. And then I played Master of Reality in their honor last night. So, yeah, I would love your thoughts if you did see the concert, all of the bands and everything. Let me know what you thought of everything, and let me know what you thought of Black Sabbath and their performance. I thought they knocked it out of the friggin' park. I don't think I'm expressing how much, I don't know, that was probably the greatest night for heavy metal. Not that I'm I'm not a big heavy metal fan. It's mainly Black Sabbath for me. I don't need any other heavy metal bands for the most part in my life. But it was just something really nice to see, to all of the respect and love that Black Sabbath have from all of these other bands and, of course, their fans. And so there were quite a few tears last night watching Black Sabbath perform, because I thought they were just amazing, and just I'm very happy for the whole band, especially Ozzy, right? With all of his struggles the past few years. It must have felt really good for him to, say goodbye to his fans and do it that way. So that's it. I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. Bye. And thank you, Black Sabbath.